all have cell phones, so let's be honest, they can be distracting, even addictive. Experts say they can even reduce your attention span, making it harder to focus and be productive. In today's Monday Motivation, we are talking cell phone detox to support your brain. And we're calling on WSAV's Transformation Motivation Coach, Carol Mendoza, to dial in some answers for us. So Carol, let's get right to it, because this is definitely an interesting topic. I just want to know, because you knew I was going to ask this question, I'm sure. How many times a day do you pick up your phone and head straight to social media?
Probably more than I would care to admit, right? I go on social media to post something, important, and I'm being intentional, and all of a sudden I end up watching something where they're putting grout in a bathroom, or watching baby goats or something, right? So I get caught up in that, and before you know it, it's 2 o'clock.
Well, I think we're all guilty of being pulled in. We see something and we get stuck and say, oh, wow, this is interesting. We've been talking a little bit about detoxing the brain when it comes to our cell phones. What does that look like in your opinion?
Well, the first thing is, I think that if we can pause before we start to scroll, right? Ask yourself, what am I going to do once I open this app? Am I trying to connect with someone? Am I looking for some kind of encouragement? Am I just bored? Am I avoiding something, like doing the dishes or something like that, right? And I think that that's what we need to do. We need to take that pause first and figure out what is the purpose behind doing this.
Well, I think that's interesting. Sometimes cell phones can really leave a negative impact on your life, even your relationships, right?
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I think when you look at your social media and you get caught up in that, it takes you away from conversation and interaction and connection, and I think that's a really big sign. If you're sitting there and your husband is trying to talk to you, or your friend is trying to talk to you, and you have to say what, I think that can be a real red flag that you might be on social media too much.
Well, I have to say that I'm guilty sometimes of sitting on the patio, and my husband might talk to me and say, hey, let's go out for a movie tonight. And I'm listening, but I'm kind of, if you can follow me at home, not listening. And it's so irritating to him. But I always say, hey, I'm just checking something for work. That's my go-to answer. It can really cause some issues in relationships. And
I agree.
I think being intentional about just sitting and relaxing and giving your brain a break from the phone will definitely make a change in your life.
One of the things that I would say is, if you have a specific time during the day, or maybe in the evening, where you actually just put your phones away, put them in the bedroom, put them in a basket, do something, and really take some intentional time away, so that it forces you to have to connect with someone else.
Lost art, Carol.
I know. I think if you maybe even take one day and you say, today's no social media today at all. Another trick that I tell my clients too is, move the apps around on your phone. Don't have them in the same place all the time, because it's not as easy to go and click on something if you can't find it. Right? Give yourself something else to do. If I'm just going to get on there and be mindless, maybe journal, or text a friend, send an encouragement or something to someone, or maybe just sit in silence.
Sit in silence, okay. That is certainly the motivation that we need on this Monday. So I hope you gained a lot from Monday Motivation today. And of course, you can check out our previous segments simply by going to WSAV.com. I'm resting my phone for the rest of the evening, at least until about 8 o'clock. Carol, we appreciate you. Thank you.
You are so welcome.